Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 6, Episode 9. So, last time, we had the whole, disappearing of the, Dagoian... Is that what that was? Hey, I got it right. Dagoian Masters, which they're... in a way, they have, like, connections to the Force, but it's more of, like, a passive, like, more, I call them, like, kind of, like, Force hippies. But it seems like it's more of, like, a passive connection. But it seems like those Masters were bringing some kind of balance with some evil here, and Yoda was saying that it's pretty important that they exist. And now we have a faction that seems to be worshipping the evil that is, disappearing the Masters away, siphoning off their Force essence and feeding it to, I'm assuming, whatever this evil is. So, yeah, certainly interesting. We had a team-up of Jar Jar and Mace Windu, which is a team-up that I never thought I'd ever see happen, but here we are, and Mace made some questionable decisions last episode, in my opinion, but it came from his lack of faith in Jar Jar, but then as the episode went on, it seems like he gained a little bit of faith in Jar Jar, which was fun. So, yeah, let's jump into this and see what happens this time. We're going to start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Wisdom is born in fools as well as wise men. I kind of want to see the evil, though. I like great evils, but I like seeing them be conquered. But I like seeing them in the first place rather than just preventing their existence. Got a hair tickling my nose. Okie day. Alright. I have a new Keurig I'm gonna be opening up and using. This is my last Dunkin's coffee. I've been drinking Dunkin's on this coffee. Drinking Dunkin's on this coffee. Yep. Drinking Dunkin's for so long on this channel. Except for like a little bit of time when I quit for a bit. Huh. Uh-oh. Who's the Great Mother? I'm concerned. Is it Mother Talzin? Is that the name? Just trying to think of female force wielders that might be able to like. And he specifically said Jedi and Sith, you know, but the Dathomir witches are a little different. This hair is annoying the shit out of me. I can't get it. Is he gone? Okay, no, he's there. Okay. Oop. Okie day. They're trying to sell. Oh. Well, you said it was Russian in time. What? Oh, who's this causing chaos? Uh-oh. Thing looked back like, what the hell? Oh my god. He just so casually bonked their heads together. The far shot of that looked so not epic. Like, it looked a little more epic when it was, like, close up from Mace, but seeing Mace from far away, they're like, They're flailing little weapons at him. Alright. Man. I almost feel bad for them in the presence of a Jedi with their little maces and stuff, just getting bodied. Oh shit! Okay, I don't feel bad for this one. Jesus. Badass backflip, and I don't know if it was necessary. He's just trying to be cool. Oh my god! What's putting your hands up gonna do? Jesus. He literally ran point blank to the gun. Jesus. Thank God that Mace was there. Wait, was he using the Force to do that? Or no? Why do they have the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Chaos. Okay, Jar Jar, we need some of that chaos to help us. They're just walking away. They just, like, needed to say, oh my god! Jar Jar, yes! I've been waiting for Jar Jar to just punch someone. He's been running and flailing this whole time. Shit. Damn. Oh, that was cool. Oh my god! You never expect the tongue. Ugh. This dude hasn't said a word. My bunny. Oh my god! He just clotheslined his ass. Oh, so maybe he is one of them? I hate when my mustache hairs curl up and just tickle my nose for hours. Normally I just go trim it, but I'm in the middle of a video! It's called haggling, not arguing. Okay, Mace. Calm down. The green energy definitely makes me feel Mother Talzin too, but I could definitely be wrong. It could just be like a separate entity that has to do with this culture. No, no, a new order. Is he talking to them? Like I was face softened a little bit when he said that. Alright, is this gonna be the Great Mother? Oh, in red. Yep. Damn. It took me a while to realize it, but shit. Freaking Mother Talzin. So is she like the evil, what they call it last episode? Malmoral? Or is there still something else? Interesting. Well, shit. Well, we should probably stop this. Yeah, let's get a move on. They're just creeping up to the main path. Oh my god, Jar Jar. Damn it, Jar Jar. Oh my god. Okay, maybe like run them into the other guys and cause chaos? I don't know. Or we just fight them. Oh. Make them punch each other. Oh my god! It just has a laser. Oh, well, okay, nice. Let's keep that weapon. Man, I can't imagine how heavy that thing is. Like, pure metal. Guess it could be some kind of, like, light metal material. Ah, yes. No, just leave me be. Jeez. Are we gonna have a beam struggle with Jar Jar and Mother Talzin? Shit, that's cool. What? She's like somewhat translucent. Like, speaking of illusion, she's like partially see-through too. Like, she kind of always is, in a way, but... Oh my god, those poor guys just got obliterated. Oh shit. Right down to it. Oh my god, this guy's about to get blasted, isn't he? This poor guy. Yup. Yup. Well. Oh. Oh shit. Well. I hope she can't use it now. We just destroyed this whole ritual site. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa. That didn't look good. It didn't look like she wanted to go. Okay. Hey. He was talking to him before. That poor other one has to carry two, like the smaller one has to carry two people. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 9. That was good. I feel like that might be it for that arc, unless we like follow Talzin more in what she's doing. But that was a fun little mystery where they gave enough clues. I mean, I guess there could be some people that guessed just by like the green energy last episode. People might have been able to make the guess of Talzin. I didn't put it together until this episode. It didn't even cross my mind. Like, it wasn't even in my scope of reasoning until they said the Great Mother. Pretty much the Great Mother, and then tied with that green energy is what like finally made it click in my head that it might have been Mother Talzin. But yeah, so she talked about how it's really interesting because I don't feel like I myself fully understand the Force. And she talked about the living Force versus her dark magic that she uses, and it seems like she can't like. It seems like the Jedi and the Sith tap into the living Force, but it seems like she can't do that. So what is she tapping into? I guess is there this is a dumb joke, but if there's a living force, is there a dead force, you know? But no, like is there like a I'm just curious about what the difference is between the living force and what she's tapping into, because I always thought I understood it as like the Night Sisters, they tap into the Force and use it in a different way. Like they're still like, if they were to use like, it almost just felt like teachings, right? It's how can I like compare this to something, right? Like, hmm. I don't know. I guess I can't think. There's probably a million different comparisons you can make to like real life stuff of like using one thing for one thing but can also be used for another thing, is essentially like, I thought she was using the same thing the Jedi use, just in a different way. Like if she was trained differently, she could have been a Jedi or a Sith, but she was trained to use it in this way, right? So that's the way that she's used it. It's like different cultures use for different things, you know? So I don't know. It's but the way that she talked about it, it seems like the Jedi and the Sith are harnessing something that she can't, but she's still harnessing something to be able to do this. Not everyone can just do the dark magic stuff, you know? So it seems like she's, and I think it is supposed to still be Force stuff that she's using, not like a different power system that's in this universe. I think it's still Force, but I guess just not living Force. So I don't know. It's really interesting. But but yeah, so she's basically just these these people have a strong connection to the Force that she's just trying to siphon their power, I guess. And is that all there is to it? Is that the whole like Malmoro legend and stuff like that? Is just like a means of manipulating the people into like gathering this power for her, maybe? I imagine the Malmoro like legend was a real thing in their culture, right? It was just Mother Talzin was manipulating that to get them to work for her, being like, "Oh, we'll bring them, you know, we'll bring about your great evil or whatever." But but yeah, so Definitely interesting. And really interesting how it didn't look like she wanted to leave at the end there. Like, I could be wrong, but the way that she disappeared, to me, felt like she was being, like, ripped away by another force. Which makes me wonder, is Mother Talzin somehow, like, it seems like she was at the top of her own food chain before, you know, with, like, on Dathomir with the Night Sisters and everything, she seemed to be in charge. Is she, like, potentially working for someone that might have, like, summoned her away? Or, because that wasn't, like, a, you know, until next time, Jedi, and then she fades away. You know, that was more of, like, a, you know, and she disappears. Like, I don't know. I really wonder, or, like, maybe just that, like, teleporting or whatever magic she does is just painful to do, and that's all it is. But I don't know. I just wonder if there's more to that we're gonna learn about in the future. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I mean, if that's the end of this, I really like the team up between Jar Jar and Mace. I love how, like, so against Jar Jar Mace was in the beginning, being like a more serious kind of hard ass sort of person that Mace is, and then bringing Jar Jar, this like goofy goober, into the mix, and but he very quickly lightened up to Jar Jar and worked with him. I really like that moment when they're running in and Jar Jar is like, and the good guys are gonna win, right? And Mace like had this like hardened look on his face and then just like lightened his expression a bit and was like, yeah, we'll win, you know? That was a really nice little moment. I like that. So, but yeah, man, some of the action was good, but some of it was also a little like wonky. Like when those guys ran up the stairs, like granted they're not all like Jedis or any kind of force wielders or anything, they're just people with weapons, you know? But just so casually how they all like ran into Mace, and Mace just like was like, oh, like it just felt so slow in the way that it happened. Like it's just, there's something a little wonky about it. And then like the far off shot, I mentioned it during the reaction, but the far off shot where they're just like, and the next one walks up, and the next one walks up, and then like Mace like hits one of them or whatever, like, and then it zoomed in on it and he like cut their weapons and knocked them down and stuff, and it was a little more epic when it was like closed in. But from a distance watching it, it's kind of like there were actually a couple scenes in Naruto, like the original Naruto, it only happened like once or twice, where they like show the zoom out shot of the ninjas fighting and literally they're like you know, like barely moving, just like swinging their little like shuriken around or whatever, or kunai, I think is the right word. And then it zooms into the shot and they're like speed lines and it looks like they're moving at like 1,000 miles an hour, like ding 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 ding, you know. But from far off it's like dink dink dink. It just reminds me of some of those scenes, but it was just kind of funny. But yeah, so anyway. Oh man. I've been really liking, I mean, I think getting like, I really liked Clone Wars from the beginning, but there was a little bit of that like, and I think it's gotten better. I think it's found its niche as like the seasons have gone on. But I think in the very beginning, getting the feel of the show and the vibes that like what it was supposed to be like and everything, it took me a little bit to like, you know, it's a little bit more childish, but sometimes it does have its like adult themes and stuff like that. We do have some death and, you know, some brutal murders from some of the characters and stuff like that, but just like in the very beginning I had a hard time like getting into it, but I've been really enjoying, like, I don't know, I feel like it was from like, I feel like it took me the first couple seasons to really get into it, but then like the last 3 or 4 seasons I feel like I've really been just digging it. So but yeah, I don't really think I have much more to say. I enjoyed what we saw. I feel, did I like miss anything? I feel like I didn't talk about much at all, but really it was just Jar Jar and Windu scenes together were fun, and then the mystery, which I did kind of guess early on in this episode, so, but it was still fun. It was still cool seeing Mother Talzin again, especially for a few moments I thought she was actually dead, but then I was like, wait a second, I don't think she is. Back like the last time we saw her, so anyway, yeah. And then I think we also like had a hint that she was alive when I think she helped was there like a moment when they like teased her being alive? I feel like it was back with Savage and Maul. I feel like there might have been like a moment that teased her being alive, but I can't quite remember. I feel like there was something that teased her being alive, and then I was like, oh, okay, so she's probably still alive. But yeah, I thought she might have been dead the first time when, I think it was when, who was it? Someone, like, went up to, the Night Sisters and, like, killed a bunch of them, and then, like, walked in the room with Mother Talzin, and we never saw what happened. Was that also, like, Savage and Maul that did that? It might have been. Like, killed all the witches, and then I thought they might have killed her, but yeah, I think she got away in that moment. Or I was told in the comments of someone telling me that that she got away in that moment or whatever. Either way, regardless. But yeah, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. You get 2 episodes ahead on there through the early access tier. Not much else going on there these days, though, with for those of you who may or may not know, I think I've talked about this in other Clone Wars episodes, but the end is nigh for my reactions, and I have yet to release the video where I talk about it, but I will be releasing it at some point, so you can keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I think I'm going to be moving on just because I don't think this format works too well. There's not enough people that want to sync up, but if you are one of those people that have been watching and do enjoy the sync up, I appreciate the support and everything. I may come back with a like Morth Reacts, like new channel kind of thing to try to change things up a little bit and maybe put the footage in the corner and just try to work around any copyright issues I have for shows and things like that. But as of right now, I'm more focusing on my gaming channel and my Twitch streaming. So I'm trying to like give a little bit more attention to that. So as I finish up these shows like Clone Wars and Attack on Titan are kind of like my 2 last ones. I did just start season 5 of Stranger Things because I just finished releasing 3 and 4 that I watched as my Patreon shows a while ago, but it lined up so well with season 5 it feels weird to just not do season 5 now, and it's only like 8 episodes or 9 episodes, so I figured I'll just do season 5, you know. And there's a couple more shows that I've like watched, like part 1 and part 2 of the final season that has 3 parts for Dr. Stone, so I'm probably just going to finish up Dr. Stone when that starts again too, so things like that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, not much going on my Patreon. I just wanted to clarify that. But if you want more episodes for Clone Wars, it is there. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.